are live. Girls doing their final hot laps here, getting the legs warm. Here's what we know. It is an early Saturday morning game here, 8:30 puck drop time. We are up in Blaine. Last night we were in Maple Grove. Today we're in Blaine. Rest of the weekend we'll be in Blaine. We are in, at the Super Rink. We're in Rink 8. It's the very far back rink. For all the times I've been here with both my kids, never been on this very back rink. A lot of things don't make it all the way to the back here, like any heat whatsoever. It must be 30-some degrees in here. Pretty sure there's sides of beef hanging somewhere over on the other side of the rink. It is cold in here, but the girls don't seem to be bothered. Warm-ups look good. We are playing against One-Way Athletics. They're out of Wilmer, about an hour 45 minutes west of the Waconie area. They are a faith-based program. Talked to some of their parents. On this particular 8U team, no girls actually from Wilmer, all from kind of the surrounding area. So New London, Bold, some couple girls from the Bold, Bird Island, Olivia area, Painesville, kind of all in those little cities out kind of around Wilmer. So they've got a couple bigger bodies. Must be some big third grade girls rather, excuse me. They have a full complement, looks like 4, 8, I'm seeing 12 skaters for One-Way. Steel coming in with 11. We have a couple fill-ins this morning, so we're very thankful to those families who are willing to give up some time on a beautiful Saturday and come in and play. Looks like we're going to have Hannah Rand move up from D. She's going to start at center. Hannah Rand out there. Centering the line, Crosby on her right, Neldner on her left, back by Van Allsburg and Gorns on defense. Puck drops, draw goes to One-Way, they push forward, Steele quickly pushes it back. One-Way takes it, they're just going to choose to skate in. They're in, Gorns pushes back, tries to push him off, Van Allsburg swipes the puck, pushes it out. Now we're just trying to get it out from in front of, we've got Hines in the net, but we're going to swap it up. We have a different Hines. McKenzie will be skating, Savannah in net, I believe. Look and check the numbers to clarify that. Steele dumps and chases, so they push all the way down. One-Way picks it up, pushes behind the net. Hanneran holds his own, nice job. Crosby picks it up, Neldner looks to go in front of the net. One-Way comes in, pulls it off the tape, so now they're going to look to try to just kick it out of the zone. One-Way player loses an edge and she goes down. Let's see if we can't zoom in here a little bit. This back rink has the 3 rows of bleachers, one of the standard kind of secondary rinks where not a lot of room for fans. We're kind of right on top of the action. We'll see what we can get here. We'll do our best to show you everything. So with a quick Steele trying to dump in, that's going to be offsides. That's going to come out far side. So we're going to get full line changes for both squads. We have 34. Oh my goodness, Dad told me last name. I can't remember. Meehan, maybe. And Kirkland out there. Strumba and another one of our fill-ins with the Rosine jersey on. And here we go. Steele takes the draw. They're going to push in the offensive zone. Stromba looks to get that right edge. Quick shot. See? Goalie deflects to their left. Pushes to the backboard. One-Way picks it up behind the net. They look to push up. Steele trying to hold his own. Nice job. Meehan does. Meehan on the half board. There we go. Still fighting. Steele kicks down all the way to the back wall. Kirkland collects. Tries to push up. One-Way takes it off her tape. And again. Fighting. Battling behind the net. Oh, quick little wraparound attempt off the post. Very little iron there. Good quick attempt. Centering pass attempt. Kirkland. Ooh, just can't quite wrap it in. A little backhand attempt. Goes wide left. Right behind the board. We're still battling right in front. Good little push by Steele here. One-Way tries to kick it out. Steele holds. Goes across the middle all the way to the near corner. 33 holds at the blue line. 34 right there as well. One of our new players from this morning. That is Strumba still fighting down there with Meehan. They've got it. Just kind of right on the face-off dot. Just can't really get any momentum towards the net here. Onto One-Way. One-Way just kind of battling up there. A quick little shot right in front. Kirkland. Goalie deflects, pops out. We're still holding. Just a sustained push here by Steele unable so far to find the back of the net. But if they keep this kind of pressure up, I'm convinced something's going to find that back. Here we go. Oh, nice little save. One Way just trying to kick it out right now. Steele just holding the zone. Here we go. That's going to hit the far corner. Gorns right there on the blue line. They're holding. Kirkland holding. Boy, both teams probably looking for some line changes at this point. We've been down in the offensive zone for a good minute and a half here. 12 minutes left in the first. Sustained push. We're battling right in front. It's loose. Kirkland was there. She just couldn't get her stick on it. Another good save by the One Way goalie. Deflects to her right. Back wall. Wrap around attempt. Trying to pull it in. Oh, there we go. One Way finally gets out of the zone. So, solid push by the Steel. One Way able to hold them back, though. There we go. Girls still battling. It's the blue line. Steel gets some partial line change. Hannaran is on. And we're going to get Hines on as well. So, a couple pairs of fresh legs. Now we're going to get some Steel changes as well. Trumbaugh is off. Johnson is on. One Way is going to do a little push. Ooh, Johnson slows him down just enough, allows the back check for Steele to get there. Here we go. Hannaran pushes it all the way to the back wall. Hannaran tries to fire it up. One Way can't hold at the point, so they're going to have to come out and reset. And they do reset clean. Hannaran kicks it out again. That's going to push it all the way back right to the blue line. One Way. Now we're just kind of playing catch back and forth here in neutral ice. Just kind of battling. Hines there. Nope, didn't admit to the middle. Sorry, Hannaran takes it, and that's going to come out of the zone. So that's not going to make it to the back, so no icing. Crosby's chasing, Neldner's chasing. Crosby holds in the zone, gets it down to Neldner. Neldner tries to go. She gets collapsed on by two One Way players, so nothing happens. Gets to the far wall, gets kicked out. Hold though, Hannaran, nice job, quick shot. Gets deflected, goalie tries to corral it in and does with the cover, so we're going to get a whistle. We'll get a face-off offensive zone. So Steele kind of getting the better half of this so far, but the One Way goalie proving to be up to the task. Offensive zone draw, it's going to be to the right of the goalkeeper. Hannaran at center, backed by Hines and Johnson on D. Neldner, Crosby out there as your right and left wing respectively. Hannaran goes to the draw, gets stuck in the ref's skates, drops down. Steele's going to come out with it. Hannaran's going to push to the middle. One Way kicks it off her stick, pushes out. They're going to chip off the half board. They're out of the zone. Steele clears. They get out. They kind of get a little confused and bunched up, so that allows One Way to push it back. M pushes it back out. Here we go. We've got a little bit of a break. Ooh, Neldner gets caught up in the skates of a One Way player who had lost an edge, and so it kind of killed the momentum on there. Crosby just decides to dump and chase. Nice, good call. She's on the right side of the red line, so no icing. Hannaran aggressive down in the corner with Neldner. They get it. They're going to centering pass. Nobody there though. Ooh, chip up the half board. Catches Steele point a little bit unready. They're going to cycle. There you go. Hines kicks it up. Can't quite find the tape of Neldner though, so that allows One Way to pick it up. They're going to look back. Hannaran takes it. She turns. She's going to try to find that outside right edge. She gets by one, gets by two. Just nice little back check by One Way. Pulls it off the back. Steele's going to opt for a line change after dumping it in the offensive zone. So we're going to get some fresh bodies out here. That's Strumba. Arya pushes in the zone. Right edge. Tries to find it. Takes a shot. Doesn't make it through. And we're going to get a call. That's going to be Strumba. So easy one to call. Went for the puck, but just got both skates instead. Nothing malicious, but an easy one for the ref to call. That's going to put Steele on the penalty kill. It's going to take it down into our defensive zone and put us on the penalty kill for the first time in this Saturday morning game. Kirkland just takes a draw and just kills it, kicks it out of the zone. Nice job. There we go. Oh, we like this. We really like this. So just burning time, 10 seconds. One Way not finding a way to find themselves on sides. So we'll take that. So now we get a draw just outside the blue line. Kirkland again on the draw. Draw goes to Steele. Steele just punches it forward. Nice job, ladies. At this point, you're just burning clock, trying to get back to full strength. One way, collecting at the red line. They hold a little too long. That allows Gorns to push up. She pushes. Here we go. One way takes it in the offensive zone. Van Allsburg chips it off the half board, battling for it, being aggressive. I like that. Goes up to point. One way, point holds. They turn, try to center down. They do get it down. Gorns swoops in though, takes it, pushes up. They're looking. Nice job. We find a Kirkland. She's out in front. Ooh, she just couldn't pull it from behind her quick enough. Almost had a nice break there. Good shorthanded opportunity. Just about developed. One way, pulls it. Now we're just battling right at the red line. Here we go. Steele being aggressive, even shorthanded. Van Allsburg tries to play it forward, misplays. Gorns misplays. There we go. Now we've got a chance. We've pumped it up here. Let's see what happens. A little quick shot. Ooh, nice save. One-way goalie. Glove save, drops it down, covers. But you gotta like that. When a penalty kill feels more like a power play, that's a good thing. So a nice shot attempt there on the penalty kill. The cover is going to allow Steele to get a full line change, so we're going to get 4 sets of fresh legs out there. One of the Steele girls not realizing they're on a penalty kill. Someone's got to take that draw. Gorn steps up. There we go. Draw goes to Steele. Meldner tries a centering pass. We're just battling. One way is going to push this one forward. We need a strong back check. Meldner's chasing, pursuing. She's going to push him to the outside. Nice job, Greta. Ooh, quick shot, centering pass attempt. It's open. Hines, initial save. 2 saves right then. Hines, nice job. One way putting a little push on now. They're really first strong attempt. Oh, they get one in. So with only 20 seconds left in the penalty kill, good initial save by Hines. It popped out to her left. And we just did not have a body on that one-way attacker, just kind of posted up right in front of the net, so it allowed them to kick it in. So a first for this Steele team this weekend, being behind. Again, if we keep this sustained pressure up that we've seen so far in this first period, I'm not worried. We're going to get an icing call here. It's going to come all the way back. We're going to get some line changes for both teams. Hanrahan's on to take the draw. Crosby, Meldner on her right and left. Johnson and Hines on D. Draw goes to Steele. Ooh, picked off their tape though by one way. Steele can't quite hold the zone, so it pops out. Meldner's there. Tries to turn it around, just finds herself right in a pile of one-way players, so it doesn't get through. Hines tries to exit the zone. One way is going to push in, but they're offsides. So draw's going to come right here in front of us. No line change for Steele. Crosby, Hanrahan, Meldner, Hines, and Johnson. 6 players, they realize one way pulls one off. You know, at this age, ref is just going to give them that few extra seconds to get that player off. Not going to call the 6-man, too many men on the ice call. Yeah. Draw goes to one way. They push in the offensive zone. Steele kicks it to the boards. Can't get it out of the zone though, so that allows one way to kick it down. Steele wraps it up the half board, far side. One way holds at the point. They dump back down. Go. That's Hanrahan. Hanrahan picks it up. She'll skate behind Hines. She's looking to get out. She'll just skate out. We're out of the zone. Once she's out of the zone, she dumps it all the way down. That should be an icing call, and it is. A lot of the ladies still learning how to finesse those passes and just get it into the offensive zone without having it be an icing call. Steele's going to opt for a line change. We're going to have a whole set of new players. Like Kirkland's ready to take the draw. Gorns and Van Allsburg on D. we go. We're set, in position, draw. Kirkland kicks it forward. One way able to take possession and get there first. They hold at the point. They cycle across the blue line, D to D, near wall. Kirkland contesting. Now we're battling. We're out of the zone. That's not going to be icing. That's not going to have it. So we're going to chase. Steele, wanting it matter, wanting it more. They get, oh no, just a little quick misplay. She had it, all that hustle. Just couldn't get her stick down enough to take it in. Van Allsburg, little misplay, gets behind her. She kicks it the wrong way. Not sure what was happening there. Centering pass attempt deflected by Kirkland, far wall. She's going to take it and go. Oh, tried to centering pass, kicked off the wall, didn't make it through. We're going to get an offsides call here. Now it's out. One way, still needs to get out. Here we go. Now we've got a break. Doesn't misplay it this time. Here we go. Ooh, deflected high. Goalie picks it up behind. Wraparound attempt. Kirkland right there in front, looking for those rebounds. They're battling. One way able to take the long rebound that popped up and take it. Dorns backpedaling. Dorns gets caught a little bit. Ooh, save. Hits the side of the net. Van Allsburg wraps around. She'll kick it. Way too much muscle. That's going to be an icing. That's going to come back. So with 4:55 left in this first period, still 1-0. Goes to one way. They're going to try a quick shot, deflected. Another one. Shot goes through way wide left. That hits the near corner here, rather. So we got a pile of skaters. That's going to be Hanneran. Hanneran's going to skate out of the zone, just get wrapped up with a one-way player and go down in a heap. They're both up. They're both okay. Now we're battling right on the blue line. Just 8 out of 10 skaters all in a pile there. Puck squirts out and ends up heading down into our offensive zone. We can't hold though. Well, they're going to say they held. We'll take it. Quick shot. Doesn't make it through. Defender kicks it over the wall. Ooh, we can't hold, so that's going to come out. Steele's going to have to retreat and reset. Nice little stretch pass, trying to find Neldner. Gets into the offensive zone. Neldner pushes in. We're going to get a hold by Hanneran. Nice job. She's going to kick it down. Neldner will chase. One way gets there first. They're going to try to wrap it up the half board. We do. No defender on the blue line, so we can't hold there. Maybe we have some new kids in positions. Maybe just some girls not quite certain what some of the positions are. They're learning. That's okay. So we had kind of all 5 girls pushed down in that offensive zone. Nobody there on the blue line. Now we're just kind of playing ping pong over the center ice here. Back and forth. Hanneran opts to just kick it to the other side so nobody is there. One way, pulls it up. Hanneran knocks it off her tape. And we're pushing in offensive zone. Here we go. Torrens is there. She's going to chase down low. One way, pulls it, picks it up, tries to wrap it around, and Strombaugh just can't get there in time. So that's going to go all the way down. No icing. I don't think that's going to have the juice to make it to the red line. One way gets there first. So deflected. Leaks kind of across the middle. Nobody there from either team to collect it. 2:55 left in the first. Kirkland finds it. She kicks it to the corner. Wraps up. One way point. Skates down. Holds. Tries to center. Doesn't make it through. There we go. Oh, nice trying to just push. Here we go. Let's go. We're going to get another breakaway. Nice job. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, we had an initial penalty. So a penalty was called. We did. Nice job. So you'll see in the replay there, a penalty was called. She got taken down. Still managed to find her, get some tape on it, and knock that one in. Nice job. So Steele with 2:31, tying it up. So for those of you watching who might not know, even though there was a penalty called, the goal after will negate that penalty, and so One Way will not serve that because we scored. One Way wins the draw. They push down, but Steele pushes them right back. Kirkland's going to push in. Here we go. We've got another quick one. Saved by the goalie, pushes it to her left into the corner. One Way picks it up. They're going to opt to skate out of the zone. Back check there. We're going to push it off. That was... Oh, and we're going to get a call. Offsides. Hanner on the draw. Steele pushes the offensive zone. Oh, nice little poke by Hanner to drop it down. Quick backhand attempt, save, covered by the goalie. Nice job. I don't think the goalie was quite ready for that one. Expected a shot, just kind of put it right into her midsection, but nice job by being aggressive by Hanner and get that backhand shot attempt. Neldner, Hanneran, Crosby out there. Gorns and Van Allsburg on D. Steele takes the draw, tries a quick shot, hits the right under the stick of a one-way player, so it doesn't make it through. They're going to try to hold. Now Steele is out, so they can get back in and attack. Puck's down there. One Way is going to turn, collect, and skate it out of the zone. Deflected, though. Steele being aggressive, not letting him get out of the zone. Nice job. That was Neldner. Kicks it down to the far corner. 1:25 left in this first period. Steele holding his own, holding One Way up to the blue line. Van Allsburg, nice little sliding slap, keeps it in the zone. We're going to get a shot. Neldner, quick shot. Kick saved by the goalie to the left. It's in that far corner. Neldner tries the centering pass. We're going to get a cover, and we'll take it. We get some new bodies in. On the draw. Draw goes to Steele. They opt for a quick shot, just a little bit wide left, so it hits the back wall. One Way tries to stretch pass and ends up centering. We're going to get another quick shot. Ooh, just off the post. So One Way is able to collect that rebound. They turn and go. Kirkland able to battle him back, turn him around. Val is there, and Strombaugh is there as well. One Way, chip off the half board. They're out of the zone. Gorns kicks it down in. Steele's going to have to get out. Aria doesn't realize it. Yep, there we go. So we're going to get a whistle. That's going to pull him out. So we're going to get some fresh bodies. Val on the left, Kirkland in the middle, Strombaugh on the right. You've got Ellie here on D with Gorns. That's Ellie Adrians. Very thankful that she's here today. Steele takes a draw, pushing the offensive zone. 20 seconds left in this first period. One Way tries to bring it up the half wall. They can't. That was Ellie kicking it down towards the goal. Doesn't quite make it through. 10 seconds left. Hold, quick shot, cover, and we're going to get a whistle. Goalie wasn't quite sure where that one was. Ref wasn't either. He skated in. We were hoping that one might have leaked through, but goalie did a good job of covering. So with 3 seconds here, if Kirkland can get a quick shot off the draw, maybe. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this first period. Off the draw, gets tied up, and that's going to be it. We're going to go dark. We'll be back in a minute. So they are going to have the goalies swap sides. Steele will now be skating from left to right on your screens. Hanrahan out at center, Crosby on her right. Neldner on her left, couldn't quite make out the number there. Adrians and Gorns on D. Apologize for the families that are new if I'm mispronouncing some of those names. Ellie back on D, maybe that's the easiest. So beginning of the second period, 1-1. Ref just waiting for something to see something he liked, and he dropped the puck. A little ping pong back and forth, but that's going to give Steele, pops out. That's Neldner. Neldner, she's got it. She's going to collect. Ooh, looks to center. Hanrahan just a little behind her. She couldn't quite find it. Ellie holds his own. Nice job, Ellie. Steele, Neldner battling at the back. Crosby over there on the far wall. She's going to turn, look to go down in the middle, and she does. Deflected, though. Nice hold by Ellie. Ellie holds the zone, drops it down. Neldner, Hanrahan looking to get through. Lots of bodies in the way, though. Just hits some sticks and skates and doesn't make it through on net. Centering pass attempt, a little too much pepper. Crosby not able to corral that one in. One way, tries to clear it up to the point. They can't get it all the way up. We'll get a shot attempt. It comes down. Hanrahan contesting, pulls it off their tape. So Steele doing a good job of holding his zone. One way also doing a good job of just really getting bodies in the middle of the ice there in front of their goalie. Not a lot of room to work. So one way kicks it up momentarily. Steele able to collect and re-enter the zone. So you got Neldner down there in the corner battling, pulls it off the tape, centering pass attempt. Oh, Gorns wasn't quite ready. She was looking for a line change, and instead the puck kind of found her, so they'll cycle. Ooh, Gorns tries to fire down the zone, hits the skate of a one-way player, and kind of just dies. Neldner uses that opportunity to push in. She's got it. She'll take a quick shot. It's just loose right in front. We're going to get a goal. Nice job. Neldner to Hanrahan. It goes what we say at all ages. Just get the puck on the net and good things happen. Neldner taking a kind of backhanded attempt. Just getting it on net. Hanrahan coming in and just cleaning up. Doing a good job. So put Steele up for the first time today. 13-34, excuse me. Quick one in this second period. Let's hope that sparks these ladies and they can just keep this ball rolling. Draw goes to Steele. They lose it right at the red line. One way comes up behind, but Kirkland says, I'll take that back. She does. She's entered the zone. Here we go. Val takes that one up. She's down in the corner, battling. Nice centering pass attempt. Doesn't get through, though. They kick it out. She takes it right back. Another centering pass attempt. Fine. Kirkland. Oh, Kirkland just couldn't pull that one in, but that was a great pass. One way chips off the half board. They're out of the zone clean. Hines picks it up. Hines over to Johnson. Johnson can't quite get it. Her momentum took her past the puck. Val kicks it up. Here we go. Now we're going to get something happening. Aria takes it. She is in the offensive zone. She's looking for that right edge. She's looking, centering pass. Ooh, she takes a quick shot off the bottom bar, so it drops to the backside. One way has it. They try to kick it out. Hines up at the point, backhand, dumps it down. Not a lot of pepper on that, so one way is going to take it and go. We need some back check, and we do. Nice job. Val in the back check finds Johnson. Johnson on the half board, chips it by one. One-way point, not able to hold. Strombaugh is going to take that one and collect. And they're going to get out of the zone right here. Ooh, they go down in a pile kind of right in front of the ref. One way is going to pick it up. They're back in the zone, but we're going to get an offsides call. Both teams using this whistle to do some line changes. Gorns and Van Ellsberg out. Neldner out. On the ice, rather, is what I mean by that. That didn't make a lot of sense. You got Crosby, Hanrahan, Neldner, Van Ellsberg, and I believe that's Nowak on D. Got caught in Kate's feet. She couldn't quite find it, and then we're going to get a call. So that's going to come out. So no changes. And Allsburg, Nowak on D. Crosby, Hanneran, Neldner on as your forwards. Steele wins the draw. They try to dump and chase. Ends up on the tape with a one-way player. So they're going to push it in. Van Allsburg clears it out of the zone. Finds Hanneran. Hanneran's going to push up. Neldner's chasing with her. She finds that outside left edge. Quick shot. Deflected to the right of the goalie. Kicks behind, and one way is going to be able to take that, and they exit the zone. They try a little stretch pass to dump and chase. Finds the tape of Van Allsburg. Van Allsburg turns, cycles, fires it up. Tries to find Crosby again. She does. Crosby pulls it, takes it, enters the offensive zone. Battling on the blue line. Hanneran holds, tries a little flick, and she does. Gets it down in the corner. We're on the half board now. Just up on the blue line. Hanneran, can she hold? She does. Nice job. Finds that outside left edge. She'll take a quick shot. Ooh, deflected high if we had someone on that back door. Another quick shot. Great pass by Neldner to Hanneran. Good save by the one-way goalie. Centering pass attempt. Girls just continuing to do a good job of just throwing it to the middle, getting it on net, getting it those centering passes. Nice job. Hanneran kicks it up the tape. Crosby is there as well. They're going to kick it down to the far near corner rather. Neldner and a one-way player end up in a pile, but they're both up. And one way is going to get out of the zone. Neldner right there, contesting. Hanneran as well. We're going to get some line changes. Crosby off, Kirkland on. Kirkland right off the bench. She's got legs. She's ready. She's going to chase. Far side. One-way player loses an edge. They go down. That's Val. Val picks it up. Gives it to Kirkland. Kirkland, ooh, momentum just took him out of the zone. Van Allsburg finds it. She'll cycle, D to D. Van Allsburg, Nowak into the zone for some dump and chase. There we go. Kirkland, gets pushed all the way to the far side. Now Val's got it. She's looking, skating in. Takes a quick shot. Doesn't make it through. Deflected off some defender standing in front of the goalie. So now we're battling for it. 9:58 left in the second. One way takes it. They're going to get that one out of the zone. Gorns is going to have to retreat all the way in the offensive zone. She's got someone right behind her, so she's got to do something with it quick. One way contesting. Gorns hard down behind the goalie. Van Allsburg there. Pushes. Far side. Val's going to take that one. Chip off the... No, she just needs to take it. Gets it up to Kirkland. Kirkland and Val. Oh, they're there. Just a little bit too far ahead of her. Good idea, though. Oh, beautiful centering pass. Great pass. Just didn't make it through. Oh, a line change catches. Steele. Nice back check by Val, though. Kirkland. Ellie there as well. They get back into position quickly. Quick shot. Doesn't make it through. Now we're battling out in front. One way's going to be able to hold at the point. Ellie contests. Slows it down. And we're going to get a cover by Hines. Draw's going to be to Hines' left. It's like Hanneran's back out to center, so we've got our Hanneran, Neldner, Crosby line. Yesterday we had a lot of grandparents watching. We had a great aunt in attendance yesterday, so fans really coming out for these Steel girls. Here we go. Steele wins the draw. They opt to wrap it behind the goalie up to the near side here. Hanneran pushes it up. That's going to get out of the zone. One way is going to chase. And we're going to get an icing call. So end to end. Nobody touching it. That is icing. 8:44 left in this game. Steele up 2-1. Draw goes to, we don't know who took possession yet. Nobody has possession. There we go. Puck squirts out of the pile. That's going to allow Steele to get there first. We've got a little break. Hanneran trying to find that outside edge. She'll take a quick shot. Ooh, nice save. Still loose. A little putback attempt by Neldner. Ooh, no. Hold the zone, girls. Hold the zone. And that's out. Ellie's got to get out. Ellie's got to get it. Now you're out. Now you can go get it. Neldner sees the ref drop the hand, so she pushes in. One way getting a little confused there. Quick shot. Cover and a hold. So one way's confusion benefits Steele. Steele exits the zone. One way, not sure if they needed to exit the zone, so the puck just kind of sat there for 5 seconds. Glove save by the goalie will lead to a face-off to her left. For those wondering, it is still super cold in here. My goodness. Losing some feeling in the fingers and toes, that cold. Quick shot, Nolder deflected to the right. Centering pass attempt, finds nobody. One way able to take that and collect. They'll skate behind their netminder, near corner, up the half wall. Crosby kicks it down, finds Hannaran. Hannaran not able to collect that one in. One way is going to kick that all the way back. It's going to end up on net, so no icing call. We'll get a cover. Hines on attacker, racing in, didn't feel comfortable letting that one go, so she covered. You see that a lot. Referee kind of getting in Hines' ear at this age. Ref's doing a good job of being a ref, but also being a coach, letting their girls kind of know some things about the rules. There we go, puck drop. That's going to go to Steele. Steele kicks it up the half board. One way, cycles up to their point. Their point able to hold. They load and dump it down low. That is Johnson. Johnson picks it up, looks up, finds Hannaran. Hannaran looking for that outside left edge, gets pushed into the wall, so she'll drop the puck, but Steele manages to hold. Hines fires down. Ooh, right on the tape of a one-way player, though. Ooh, Johnson slows him down. She's got to get back, though. We're going to get a breakaway. Oh, Johnson, strong back check. Kind of did that last minute desperation poke check and able to get that out without tripping, so good job by M. Johnson, saving what truly would have been a breakaway shot attempt. After all that, one way pushes in the offensive zone. They're in clean. Steele looking to collect on the half wall. They chip up. That's going to squirt out. Neldner picks it up just outside the blue line. One way pushes it right back. They contest, and we're going to get offsides. 6:35 left in this second period. So after a quick goal to start the second, they've really slowed down. Both teams not getting a lot of shot attempts in these last 10 minutes or so. On the draw, out there with Val and Arya. You've got Van Allsburg on D. Steele takes the draw, though. They're going to push up. Here we go. Val's got a breakaway. Right down the middle. Stick handling, stick handling. Oh, nice job, top shelf. Nice job. So right up the draw, Steele finds a streaking Val. Val takes it right down the middle. This time opts to go top right-hand side, right over that goalie's shoulder, and buries that one. That puts the Steele up 3-1. We go Kirkland on the draw. Val on her right, Strum on her left, Van Allsburg, and who... There we go. Oh, another one. Kirkland took the drop to take that one herself. Gorns is out there as well. Van Allsburg, Gorns backing on D. They're looking. Oh, Van Allsburg can't get that one. Goes to her right. So Val's able to swoop in and pick that one up. She's going to take it and go again. She's got that outside right edge this time. She's got someone with her. Oh, another quick shot. Let's see if I can get to the replay button in time. I did. Yeah, you can see she just goes... Couple breakaways in the first. Val opted to go dead center mass. Now she's figured out go top shelf and has hit pay dirt 2 times. Hannaran on the draw, goes to one way. They try to push forward. Crosby pushes him back, finds Neldner. Neldner just battling. Crosby, Neldner. One way, kicks it out. Gorns is there. Van Allsburg is there. Van Allsburg has it. She turns, looks, tries to cycle over, finds Hannaran. Hannaran up. Hannaran opts to dump and chase. Neldner is going to do the chasing. After Hannaran puts it all the way to the back wall, they try to cycle up. Oh, Van Allsburg. No hold. Oh, kind of an odd line change. Nice job, Hanneran, not letting them get the outside edge and get that breakaway. There we go. Neldner picks up, offsides. So a line change kind of catches us there. Neldner couldn't see that. So Ellie had just come off the bench. That allowed, Neldner didn't know it, so we had some offsides. Crosby tries to kick it over. Neldner, Lawrence all right there in the pile. Ellie takes a swipe, takes another swipe. Inner skates. Nobody could really get a handle on that one. Here we go. Hanneran will skate back. She'll collect. She's going to go around Hines. She's got speed. She kicks it up the half board hard. Tries to find a streaking Neldner. One-way intercepts. That puts it on Crosby's tape. Crosby finds the pile. And so here we go. One-way is able to push back down. 4:47 left in the second. Hanneran comes out with it. She'll skate through the middle. Ooh, just kind of gets caught up behind Neldner. And One-way is able to deflect that back the other way. Ellie, Claire there. Crosby dumps it to the back wall. She'll chase around up the half board to Hanneran. Hanneran and Ellie A are there. But off the, I believe it deflected off one of their own skates and ended up back to the half wall. Here we go. Hanneran says, let's try this the other way. Chip up the half board, little deflect. Neldner, they're saying a tip, so Neldner can get there. She gets there enough. Ellie, can she hold? Nope. One-way gets there first. Crosby slows him down. And they try to kick to the middle. Neldner picks it up instead. She's looking for that outside left edge. She finds it, turns, gets a quick shot. Deflected by the goalie to her left. Half wall near side. 3:48 left in this second period. Steele up 4-1. Here we go. So a strong second period. 3 goals here in the second. Kirkland battling over in the corner. Tries a centering pass attempt, gets deflected to the back wall. Strombaugh was there, ready for that pass. Just trying to get in front. Hines going to hold to the blue line. She does. Nice job. She kicks it down. Val finds it. Now Hines has it. Hines holds for a second consecutive time. Centering pass attempt, deflected, goes to the far wall. Val picks it up on the far wall, looks down. She's going to skate it down. Ooh, nice little 180. Turn, quick shot, a little bit right. Goalie pushes it to the back wall. One-way is going to pick that one up. They fire up, and Hines, can't hold. There we go. Now they're out. Steele getting, didn't realize, One-way is going to poke that one forward. Pretty far right, though. We'll see if she can get centered. Quick shot, deflected by Hines to the far wall. Pops to the middle, One-way, another quick shot. This loose puck, backhand attempt, doesn't make it through. Still loose. Come on, girls, help your goalie. Get that puck out of there. There you go. Nice job. Strombaugh kicks it up. Now we're battling right inside the blue line. One-way able to hold. Nope, can't get it out. We're still just can't clear the zone. Van Allsburg, can she do it? Nope. She loses an edge. She's down. Now we're out of the zone. There you go. Kirkland looking to take it and push forward. She gets spun, so it's going to get pushed back. Strombaugh, Kirkland right there. Nobody seems to be able to do much with it. Hines will take it. She's going to chip off the half wall. Try to find Val here right in front of us. That ends up getting pushed all the way back. Hanneran takes it. She'll turn, push up ice. She's across the red line. Once she's across, then she dumps and chases. Nice job of spatial awareness, not dumping that till she got over the red line. One-way's going to take it and go. 1:34 left in this second period. That's going to come out. Crosby pushes back down, sneaks through. Hanneran is there. Can she hold? She does. Pushes it to the middle. Neldner takes it. Backhand attempt. Boy, if she had been left-handed, that would have been nice. Here we go. Far wall, Hanneran. Across the blue line, just trying to find some space. Backhand attempt, tried to find Neldner down there, didn't make it all the way through. So the puck squirts loose. Crosby will be there to collect. Claire turns, looks, fires. Quick shot deflected to the right of the goalie to the back wall. Claire follows her shot and chases, pushes down, and it's in. Hannah ran off the rebound, pushed it in. Nice job. So after a, I would say, fairly tight first period and a quick one in the second, then they settled for about 10 minutes of just even back and forth at 2-1. And in these last 3 minutes, Steele really have kind of opened up and pumped in some goals here. So a little under a minute left in this second period. Steele wins the draw. They push down the offensive zone. One way able to collect it though. And they're going to opt to try to skate out of the zone. That is out. Just leaked over that blue line. Steele's got to get out. So yesterday, the refs we had did not call offsides all that tightly, and they called almost no icing calls. Today, boy, if that puck is an inch over the line, these refs are calling offsides. Draw goes to one way kicks it forward. Steele will retreat. They collect. Val and Kirkland are both right there. Kirkland kicks it in, finds Val inside the zone. She's looking. Ooh, just couldn't quite get her footing. You could tell she just still wasn't quite comfortable there. 5 seconds. Can we get a quick shot? Ellie tried to kick it down. No shot attempt gets through. We'll go dark. We'll be back here in a minute. We're back to start this third period. Kirkland off the drop, pushes it forward. One way, takes it. Just kind of battling. One way trying to kick it down. Goalies have switched ends again, so those of you keeping track, Steele skating right to left now on your screens. Quick shot by One Way, cover save by Hines. Nice job. So with Rosine out and not in the goalie rotation, I think, I haven't talked to the coaches, but we're probably going to have the Hines girls just kind of doing every other. So thankful for Mackenzie and Savannah. Both do a really good job in net. Kirkland on the draw. Here we go. Coach Kirkland over there on the bench. Maybe a little wardrobe malfunction, a helmet mishap. Melner getting attended to. So quick offsides call. That's going to pull us right back out, or pull One Way back out. They pushed in a little too quick. Kirkland on the draw. One way hits the initial puck, but still able to collect and go. Kirkland's going to take it. We've got a breakaway. Let's see what she can do with it. Kirkland looking, back check, chasing. Ooh, quick shot. Deflected off the glove of the goalie, so that pushes to the left into the far wall. Val kicks it right back down. Kirkland there. Val will chase on the half board. She'll collect. There we go. Strombaugh has it. She's looking. Kirkland right in front. Puck never makes it though. Let's see. Maybe. Wrong way. If we can zoom in, maybe just a pinch. Val doing some dancing, some fancy stick work. She's going to take a shot. Wide left, hits the back wall. One way, pulls up with it. And it's going to pop loose here just a little bit. So we're on the half wall. Steele able to hold the zone. They're pushing it to the back wall, fighting. One way has got 3 players though with the puck now, so they're going to skate out. We get a partial line change. Neldner hits the tape, so slows them down. One way maintains possession though. And they're still. This is one of their bigger skaters, just kind of bullies her way right through the pile. Ends up putting Van Allsburg on her backside. That train was moving and Van Allsburg did not get off the tracks. She's going to skate off. So we don't know if the hit was hard or if it was just her natural line change time. I wasn't paying attention. Regardless, Steele's going to come out with that. Hanner in, pushes up, gets it out of the zone, momentarily loses it. Now she's got it again. Just battling right here. She enters the zone clean. One way pulls it, tries to fire up the half board. Hanner in, centering pass attempt, deflected off Crosby. Crosby picks it up. Quick shot. Wide right. Centering pass attempt, it's there. Steele trying again just to kind of cluster up. And puck still, Crosby kicks it back down, deflected off a defender, doesn't make it on net. They're going to try to fire up. Hanner says, nope, I got this. She fires it down. But again, one way, if they do anything well, it's that they keep bodies in front of that net. And so a lot of our shots don't end up getting on net. One way, kicks it out of the zone. Hanner will take it on the wrong side of the red line and push over. So they're in. One way will collect it in front of their bench and fire down. That should be icing. But they're saying no. So that's Crosby and Hanner. They'll collect, chip up the half wall to Neldner. Neldner! Oh, she managed to, she's got one to beat. She's going to try to find that outside edge. Oh, nice job by the defender, though, knocking it off her tape. Neldner got excited, and we return the favor. That's Ellie. Ellie knocks it off their tape and stops a for sure breakaway. Nice job, Ellie. Down in the offensive zone, Neldner collects. She'll try to center. Gets deflected. One way will take it. Chip off the half boards. Now it's out of the zone right down here in front of us. Kirkland will push down. Strombaugh is there. Ellie is there. Neldner and Gorns. Neldner, excuse me. We're going to be offsides. So Neldner just a little excited on that one. That's going to come out, and they're going to drop far side. On the draw, finds Val. Val pushes in the offensive zone, trying to find that outside left edge. Quick shot, gets deflected, hits the backboard. She picks it up, skates around. One way, pulls it off the tape. Now we've got a scrum for it in the far corner. We've got Gorns and Ellie cycling on D, looking, trying to make sure they hold the zone. One way is going to come up the half wall, contested by Kirkland. Ellie squirts out though. So Strombaugh takes it. She tries to cycle over to Gorns. Gorns can't pull that one in. One way's going to take it and go the other way. Oh, nice little poke check by Val. Pokes it out of the zone. One way thought they had something developing there. So Strombaugh's going to chase. Aria's going to get there first. She's looking to go to the middle. And just gets pulled off her tape at the last minute. Ellie holding at the blue line. Strombaugh, Kirkland there as well. One way does a nice little move. They're going to get back. One way, a little too slow. Val catches, pulls it off their tape. Nowak was there as well, kind of pushing him to the outside. Nice job, Kate, being in the right position. Here we go. We've got a breakaway. Let's see if she goes up top again. And nope, tries to go 5-hole. Good cover by the goalie. So when we've seen success against this goalie, it's definitely been going up above the shoulders. Goalie does a good job of dropping down and covering 5-hole. Hannaran on the draw. Draw goes to one way. They try to kick it up. Hannaran intercepts. She's going to turn, fire, push down low. Meldner's right there. Ooh, deflected by the defender into the corner. Meldner doesn't get that shot off. One way, picks it up in the corner. Looking, they're going to try to chip up the half wall. Meldner's still there, so she'll contest, push it right back down. Crosby picks it up. Backhand centering attempt by Crosby. Gets to the side of the net, doesn't make it right in front. Gets kicked up to the point to Hines. Hines drops it back down. One way, kicks it right back to her. Now we've got Crosby dropping it down to the corner. One way picks it up, tries to chip off the half board. Hines says nope, keeps the zone. But one way takes it and goes back the other direction. Here we go, one way getting into the zone clean. Puck squirts loose. No, oh wow. I'm going to show you that one again. Let's see if I got the camera on that one. Just sometimes hockey can be a game of inches, and in that case, shot right in front of the goalie, just off the pipe. So Steele takes it after that missed shot attempt by one way, kicks it out. Battling for it right here on the blue line. Shot attempt, deflected, covered. We're going to get a, deflected, change your mind. Gets it to Hannaran. Hannaran pops up, finds Kirkland. Kirkland up to Neldner. Neldner's going to exit the zone, gets by one. She's got one to beat. She's trying to find that outside edge. This is that same matchup we just saw last time. One-way defender getting the best of Neldner, second time in a row. At the line, nice job. Hannaran holds, dumps it down. One way, picks it up and goes. This is one of their faster players. She's got some speed. They're in the zone. We need a back check. Hannaran skating, quick shot. It's loose. Oh, and they get the rebound. So nice initial save by Hines. It popped up in the air and didn't settle. When it finally landed, the attacker was right there to pop that one in, just on the goalie's left-hand side. 5-2, 8 minutes left in the third period. Kirkland on the draw. Draw goes to Val. Val kicks up right up to the tape of a one-way player. Now they're just playing some catch, a little bit of back and forth. Strombaugh is going to pursue. We're in the offensive zone. That's out. Strombaugh's got to get out. I don't know that she saw that that one went over, so we're going to get a draw. On the draw. Out there with Val and Strombaugh. Draw goes to Steele. They briefly push in the offensive zone. One way kicks them right back out. Now we're just battling for it. Ellie had it momentarily, lost it. One way picks it up. Ooh, a couple Steele players bump into each other and go down. Nice little cover by Hines. Strombaugh will pick it up and go. She needs to look up. She's got someone. She's got someone. They're in clean. That's going to be a close one. Ooh. Ooh, I thought almost. A little chip up by the goalie. We're right there. And we're going to get a cover. So, nice little centering pass attempt by Val. Finds Kirkland right in front. But again, what we've seen from this goalie, if the girls keep it down low, this goalie does a really good job of covering. You'll notice we are no longer saying Johnson's name. Johnson had to leave. No injuries though. Just had another commitment that she had to leave, so we miss her. If you're watching on the way to your birthday party, Em, we wish you were here, but have fun at the party. Steele can't hold the blue line, so we'll have to retreat and collect. They do. Now they can attack again. Hannaran looking, pushing. She takes it. Got a quick shot, and that's going to be a nice hold by the goalie. She'll get a draw, near side. Thorns and Nowak holding. Nowak steps up, slows down the play. Nice job, Kate, just slowing him down, preventing that odd man rush. Now we've got a pile. Neldner ends up head first into the pile. Tried to pull off that 7-10 split, knock down a handful of one-way players. That's going to give it to Hannaran. She'll skate behind the net, around the world, gets by one. Oh, she's got a plan. She's moving. Here we go. Hannaran's taking it up. She can get by one. Last one to beat. Found that outside left edge. She's going to take that shot. Goalie finds it. It's loose. Ooh, Neldner tried to swoop in for the quick putback. Hannaran battling at the boards. See the girls practice that, where they just kind of grind that player into the boards and can take the puck. Good to see them putting those elements into play here. Neldner pursues far corner. Gorns helping to hold. One way's going to skate out of the zone though. Nowak is back. She's pursuing, slowing him down, forcing him to the outside. We're going to get an offsides call here. One way realized it, but didn't have enough time to clear. That'll pull the puck out. 5:43 left in the third. Kirkland on the draw. Val on her right. Stromba on her left. Ellie and Hines on D. Kirkland on the drop, pushes it back, cycles, Ellie pushes up, finds Kirkland. Now it's just kind of in a jumble. Val trying to kick it, deflects, we're out of the zone. One way's going to have to get out. They don't. That's going to be offsides. A lot of things the girls are learning at this age. I'd say offsides is probably one of the toughest. Here we go. Kirkland on the draw, tries to push forward. One way pushes it right back down. They'll take possession. Ooh, nice little back check. That was Ellie pulling it off the tape from behind. That's over in the corner. One way tries to center. They can't. Kick to the far board. And they hold. So one way opts to dump and chase. That's going to give it, I can't see who that is. Kicks it up the half wall. Val picks it up. She'll skate out of the zone. She's got speed. Let's see if she can go. She goes up top again. Let's see. Ooh, nice little stutter step right at the end. Goalie did a really good job of just putting a little poke check on right at the last minute. Nice move, though. Great move, better save. Centering pass attempt finds Stromba. Stromba finds Kirkland. Kirkland looking, gets contested, so she loses the puck. Ellie is there, though. She'll just push down, keep holding the zone. Nice job, finds Hines. Or Stromba, excuse me, rather. Stromba gets kind of taken down from behind. She's got to get out of the zone. Nope, Ellie's got to get out. There, she realizes it. Now one way can go and collect. No. So, yeah. So Stromba, realizing the offsides, tries to get out, but all four other Steel girls entered the zone before before Stromba got out. So just some miscommunication there. Hannaran on the draw. Neldner out on her left. Crosby on her right. Got Nowak and Van Allsburg on D. Draw goes back. Steel takes possession. They're going to opt to dump and chase. They kick it down. One way, picks it up in the corner. Neldner contests, quick shot. Ooh, just a little bit to the right. Goalie doesn't have to interact with it, so it goes all the way to the far corner. Neldner contesting on the boards. Nowak holding at the point. Nowak kicks it, finds it forward, tries the backhand, does successfully on the second attempt. Kate dropping it down to her forwards. Hannaran, Crosby, Neldner. Kate coming all the way from her side. Let's see, cycling. Back and forth, here we go. Nowak, Van Allsburg back, Hannaran, nice back check. Crosby picks it up, kicks it out of the zone. There we go, Neldner contests. One way, opts to cycle to the far side. Neldner was really pushing. Crosby pushes in. Ooh, tried to jump that route and just couldn't. One way is in zone clean. Nowak pushes him out. Hanneran gets by one. She's got another one to beat. Leaks kind of off her stick. She'll still get a shot off from that kind of an extreme right angle. Hits the iron on the bottom half of the net. Van Allsburg holds at the blue line, collects, tries to dump it down again, does. Nobody there though. Hanneran knocks it off the tape, so we're just outside. Van Allsburg's going to have to get the wheels out. Hanneran is back as well. Van Allsburg looking to just push him to the outside. That's speedy though. They get around her, forcing her to take that awkward shot though. Hines does a good job, making a good seal on that outside right edge of the net. That's going to bring us to far side. 2:32 left in the third. Girls lining up for a center face-off. Kirkland on the draw. Kirkland pushes up. One way takes it. Center pass attempt by One Way. They're going to turn, load, try to fire. Gets deflected off to the right. One Way centering pass attempt doesn't make it through. So you've got Val and Kirkland looking. They're down. They're up. They're out of the zone. Knocked off their tape right here in front of us. Kirkland right there gets pushed back to the corner. Hines will retreat. Hines looking up to find Strombaugh. Strombaugh can't quite get her tape on it. One Way picks it up. 2 minutes left in the game. Centering pass attempt by One Way. Harmlessly skirts across the middle over to the far wall. They're going to pick it up. Deflected again. That was Hines kicking it out to the far wall. Gets dumped right back down. Hines has her again. Now she's going to have to wrap it around the corner all the way to this near side. One Way will pick it up. And that gets deflected off Kirkland's skate. Ooh, Val and Kirkland both wanted that one. Nice job. Hines tries to push it forward, and that's going to come back. Down to 1:30 left in this third period. Fresh bodies for the steal. Hanneran will come on and take the draw. Hanneran on the draw, cycles over to Val. Val kicks it up. And centering pass attempt by One Way gets deflected, doesn't get through. Val will pick that one up. She's going to jump that route. Boy, if it was anybody but number 84 for One Way, I think Val would have had that one. Hanneran, nice job waiting on the blue line, letting Val enter the zone clean. Val backhand centering attempt, doesn't make it through, so she'll just pick it up. Now she'll push down. Kind of just gets caught up in a cluster of bodies. She goes down. She's okay. She's up. Steal, battling. Now we're at the minute mark. Minute left in this game. Centering pass attempt by Hanneran. Doesn't make it through. Gets deflected. Horns holding the line. Now we're going to get a line change. Val is off. Neldner is on. Crosby on the corner. Hanneran there as well. Hines holding at the blue line. Hines holding. Hines just doing a great job holding that blue line all day. 3 consecutive times right here. Just not letting him exit the zone, keeping the puck in that offensive zone. Puck wraps around. Neldner will collect that one in the far corner. 20-some seconds left. This little shot, saved by the goalie, kick to the corner. One Way is going to opt to skate that one out. She gets pushed off, and Steele holds the zone. What do you know? Hines holding the zone again. Hines, 5 holds on this last push by Steele. 6 holds by Hines. Boy, rack them up. Nice job. Not letting it comfortable, so the girls will do what they do after a win or a loss. Which is always fun to see, is go congratulate their goalie. Make sure the goalie always feels the love. Boy, we've got sticks on the ice like we just won a championship. That's a different approach, but that's okay. They're having fun. So they'll come out, and we will be playing at, I believe, 2:30 this afternoon. One Way comes to the middle for the customary handshake. So 2:30 game at 2-0 in this pool play. I don't know for sure. I have to believe that this is going to guarantee us that 5th game on Sunday. Again, like we talked about last night, 5 teams in the pool. Only the bottom team won't get that 5th game on Sunday. And at 2-0, going into our pretty much be assured we're going to get that 5th game. So we'll know more, especially when we see how some games play out today when we come back for that 2:30 game, and we'll see what happens. Until then, we will see you at 2:30.